Ngozi Akakem has a lot to answer, and for what it's worth, we have taken up this matter. It's not going to go on like that.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Summer, and to all of you that keep coming back, hello and welcome back. Quick reminder, if you've never subscribed, just to remind you to click that red button there that says subscribe, and after that click the bell sign. That's where you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. So for those of you that do not know about this whole drama going on, there is a woman called Nkeiru and there's one called Ngozi. Yeah, there's one called Nkeiru and one called Ngozi, you know. And anyway, so this particular clip, which I cannot show you guys, I will show you another clip but not this one. So this particular clip, Ngozi walked in. They just showed, well, the Ngozi walked into the house or something. They just showed Ngozi approach Nkeiru, and Nkeiru is sitting down. This is their names, you know. Nkeiru is sitting down. It's like a living room or something like that. And the next thing Ngozi was saying to Nkeiru, how could you do this to me? How could you do this to me? Something like, you're my best friend, and you know, you're my best friend. What else was she saying? Something like, oh, something, I think she was accusing her of sleeping with her husband, you know, or something like, I trusted you, whatever. And the next thing you can see in the video is Nkeiru being beaten up mercilessly, like beaten up a lot, you know. And the video is not very clear, like it's not very clear, you can't see everything, but you can see the beating. But Nkeiru didn't fight back. That's something else. If you watch the video, you will see there was no fighting back at all. And what? You know, so there was no fighting back at all or anything like that. There was no fighting back at all, and you know, just the beating went on for a while. It just kind of, I find it hard to watch because fine, there's no fighting back. And I was just thinking, like, you know, if you keep hitting her, you can actually really hurt her. And it's not a fight. It's not a fight because Nkeiru is not beating her back. She's the only one hitting Nkeiru. So now, long story short, from what there is in the video is that Nkeiru is having a relationship with Ngozi's husband, you know, so caught in the act. My thing is this, right? Nkeiru is caught in the act with who? With the husband? But there's no husband in the video. So it's only Nkeiru that is receiving all this beating. The husband is nowhere in the video. Nkeiru has no clothes on. Where is the man she's having this thing with? Right? I understand. I've made a video about something like this before. I'll show you guys a clip in a minute. I've made a video about something like this before, and I keep saying this thing. You know, when something like that happens, emotions run wild. Like, oh, you're angry and you're not thinking straight. You're very angry and you just do what you feel like doing at the moment. But my thing is this. I really want to make this video because I've made videos about not taking action at that moment when you're very angry, because you can do things you would regret, you know. But another thing I've made video about is this. The only one that promised you faithfulness is your husband or your wife. Why do you make my videos complicated every time you're pressing buttons? Are you crazy? You know, the only one that promised you faithfulness is your husband or your wife. Nobody took any vows with you. Think about this thing. Nobody took the vow with you. It is the couple that took a vow to be faithful to each other and all this thing about them do you part or whatever they do or whatever they say. Nobody else. When this thing happened, it is your husband or your wife that have failed in their vows that they made to you. Is it okay? Because this is where people are going to misunderstand me. Is it okay to have a relationship with somebody's husband? Absolutely not. It is wrong. You know, it is wrong. But a lot of our African women, they would go and fight the woman, and then they will go home and make their husband the best food ever. It's very common. Women do these things, and they go there, they do this thing. They go fight this woman, and then they will go home and make their husband the best soup, pound him the best pounded yam and everything. Where is the consequences for the man? There's none. But there are no consequences. He's gonna do it again. Now, I'm against violence. I'm absolutely against violence. You shouldn't hit the woman or hit the man. You shouldn't even fight. You shouldn't physically. You should avoid violence. Don't take it physical. Don't take it physical. But I feel like you should go home, or you look at the video. You see this woman beating up this Nkeiru. Where is the man that she's naked? Where is the man that she had this thingy with? Where is the man? So why isn't Nkeiru receiving beating? Where is the man she did it with? You understand where I'm coming from? I will say it again. I'm not supporting Nkeiru having a relationship with her husband, another person's husband. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this. Women should stop attacking fellow women all the time for things like this. That's my opinion. Deal with your husband at home. Sit him down and have your argument or discussion, whatever you want to have it with him. He's the one that made you these promises. That woman made you no promises. Until people begin to address the husbands or their wives, it's always the husbands, you know. It's always typically like this, you know. Most cases are always like this. It's the man, you know, whatever. Address your husband. See, if you continue to beat up the other woman, and then you go home and make your husband the best soup and the best pounded yam, he will do it again. He will do it again, because you go home and you love him up, and you go home and you show him all this love, but you're beating up the other woman. Let me tell you, that other woman may never come again, but your husband, because you never dealt with him, because you never addressed your issues with him, will do it again. And then you will go and fight another woman, and they'll come home and he will have the best pounded yam and the best soup again. Okay, I'm not saying don't give him the best pounded yam or best soup, but I'm just saying these things. And I'm not gonna joke about things like this, because it's very serious. I can tell you that that woman at that moment was really angry, and she was lashing out. And I've said it several times: when you're angry, take a breather, walk away, and you will see, believe me, when you walk away, if you take your action the next day or even a few hours later, you will see that your actions may be different. Because you have the time to cool down. Let me tell you, if it happens, I don't know what I would do if it happens to me. But even if it happens to me and I lash out like Ngozi, it still doesn't make it right. If I lash out like her, I've done something wrong, because that's not the right way to do it. I allowed my emotions to take over. Even if I do it, does not still make it right. It is wrong to act that way. Something else we forget sometimes. That a lot of people that watch and be like, yes, good for her. It beat her well. Good for her. Let me tell you something a lot of us forget. Have a relationship with somebody, you know, listen carefully to me now, because people are going to misunderstand me as always. Now, having a relationship with someone else's husband is a sin for Christians. Is a sin. It is wrong, right? But is it a crime? It is not a crime. Listen to me carefully. She has not committed a crime, but she has sinned. If she's a Christian and she believes what the Bible says, she has sinned, and it is morally wrong. Like anybody that hears it goes, oh my goodness, it is morally wrong. Can the police arrest her for having a relationship with your husband? No, because it's not a crime. You know the difference. There's a difference. Some things may be wrong, but they're not a crime. They're not punishable by the law. They are not punishable by law. You know, some of us forget. You know, in Nigeria, you just go and start beating a woman or beating anybody because they had a relationship with your husband. It is illegal to beat somebody up. It is. You know, I know some people, the last time I made a video like this, some people like, what are you talking about? I know not everybody will get what I'm saying, but that is the truth. Forget that Nigeria is lawless. Let's forget that Nigeria is lawless. If you lived in a country where there's law and order, you would go to jail for beating that woman up, because it is against the law to hit somebody else, but it's not against the law to have a relationship with someone else's husband. It is wrong. It is wrong. It is a sin, but it's not a crime. But hitting somebody else is a crime. Okay? Another question I want to ask is this: why is it always a woman is fighting another woman because of a man? How often, especially in our society, how often do we see men fight because of one woman? How often? Why do we as women do it so much? Why do we do it so much? Let me tell you something that a lot of us women really have to realize. The man that is worth fighting for will never put you in a position to have to fight for him. Let that sink in. Let it sink in. A man that is worth fighting for will not put you in a position that will make you fight for him. If your husband has no respect for you to go have a relationship with your friend, like, think about it. He's not what you're fighting for. He's not what you're fighting for him. He's not. They filmed this woman naked and they posted it online. Like I said, unfortunately, Nigeria is a lawless society. But the thing is this: if that woman has the right connection, you can get into a lot of trouble for posting video of her naked online. Having a relationship with her, Having a relationship with somebody else's husband is wrong, but it's not a crime. Beating somebody up is a crime. Posting somebody else's nude pictures online, nude videos online is a crime. It is a crime. And if she has the right connections, she can take it that far. She can. I'm saying this thing for anybody that is watching this. If it ever happens to you, so you're already forewarned, so you're kind of prepared. Please God, it never happens to you. I'm not praying it happens to anybody, but it's good to say this thing so people can learn from things like this. I'll let you guys watch this clip.
Hi guys, so I've just spoken with Nkeiru, the Nkeiru and Ngozi saga. I've just spoken with Nkeiru. Are you aware that a gun was pulled on Nkeiru? Like seriously, a gun was pulled on Nkeiru, and that was part of why she did not react back. I've spoken with her, and I don't think what I heard is what anybody should go through. So be watching out. A lot more is going to be unveiled as things go on. For those of you who think it's okay for cyberbullying, I hope you know that evidence of the video online is evidence of cyberbullying, and we're not taking it lightly. If somebody does something to you, as a human being, you should be able to communicate your grievances to the person. Once you commit a crime to solve what you think is another crime, it's not permissible before the law. But you see on this Nkeiru and Ngozi case, this is a very typical example many people should watch out for. Yes, many people should watch out for it. You do not go pulling a gun on somebody in the person's house and then releasing nude videos of the person online. This is something that is totally condemnable and wrong. People saw the version of what transpired that the person who posted the video wanted to post. And now the truth of it is that the Ngozi is claiming that she's not the one that posted that video. Wow. So how did the video get online? Ngozi Akakem has a lot to answer, and for what it's worth, we have taken up this matter. It's not going to go on like that. It's not okay to put up pictures or videos of women nude online. Women or men, human beings, nude online without their consent, especially in the bid to bully them. This is a clear case of cyberbullying, and the full details of everything are going to be released very, very soon. By the way, Nkeiru tried committing suicide after she heard, how viral everything had gone and the version of stories that were out there in public circulation. So, yes, stay tuned. And thank you to every human being that has stood up for humanity. That's the right thing to do. Yes, that's the right thing to do. You'll be hearing more from me, Dorothy Njemaze, as the case continues to unfold. Well, you can be rest assured of one thing. It's not going to end there. Thank you.
You can see in this clip, this woman is saying that. You can say that Nkeiru is suicidal because a picture of her is all over the internet, and they said she had a gun. She held her at gunpoint. Although I don't understand. How many people own a gun in Nigeria? I don't know. But you can see in the video that she's not fighting. She wasn't fighting back. So she was assaulted in an organized society. That is a crime. That is a crime. I just wanted to come here and share this with you guys. I'm not praying it happens to anybody, but even in other areas of life, if you're having an argument, sometimes walk away and come back later. When you do things spontaneously, a lot of the time you can end up doing it wrong. Anger is very strong emotion. It is a very strong emotion, and it can cloud your judgment. Take a breather. I said it before. If you want to walk away and come back later, and then make your decision later. I wanted to come here and share it. I know not everybody received this well, because a lot of people that be like, oh yeah, beat her well, she deserves it, beat her well. They don't know the difference between something is wrong and something is a crime. There are differences, and you can end up in jail for something like that. I have seen situations where this person ends up in jail, and then the man that you are fighting over would then go and marry the woman that you were beating over. There have been cases like that where they go beat up the mistress, and then there was one other one, was it last year or the year before, where the woman poured acid on the other woman, and then the woman ended up in police custody, and then the husband was there at the bedside of the one that they poured acid on. Who has lost? Who has lost? I just wanted to come here and share with you guys. Let's be careful. Let's be careful. Let's always take a breather and take action later. And with that, I'm just going to say thank you all for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.
It's goodbye, friends, and goodbye, folks.